10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game. Quarterback and knocked the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Huntley to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week. They had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Here's Huntley. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel,
his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw.
Huntley.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Troy Anderson
In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Huntley.
Complete. It's Dodson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake.
Huntley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off play action.
Huntley. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake.
Huntley.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go, Reed! Go!
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Trap 50, trap 50. 18
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Goodell the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Huntley.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Ready.
Here's Gibson on the read option. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Huntley's throw complete to Dotson.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Off play action. Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll run for it with Barkley. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Huntley's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Slot man moves right.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On the set.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 28, Giants 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Jones.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 35 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A give to Gibson running right. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this...
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter, I know.